everybody, and welcome to another fun-filled episode of Andrew Discusses, the video series where I think about something occasionally, and then I put it up here for a discussional thought. Like, I come up with the idea, I stream it a little bit, and then we see what, happens. I raise it up the flagpole, and let's see who wants to salute it. Yeah, I'm still working on an intro, believe it or not. But anyway, I digress. Today, I'm discussing, once again, something that I think the world kind of needs. Now, don't harp on me for this one, please, but hear me out. Now, as many of you know, I am a humongous fan of anime. I will let you pick your jaws up off the floor now. And there's an anime series that I always adored. I mean, downright just adored. In the back of my mind and deep in my heart, it's really, a favorite of mine. And that was Medabots. Yes, I liked Medabots. Bite me. It was a good anime. In fact, I'm planning to review it for the GBU at some point. So, there is that. But anyway, here's my question. Now, we are now in an era where we have smartphones and IR technology, VR technology. We have Bluetooth-controlled toy robots that you can get control of your phone. Why can't we get this yet? I mean, I would love to have an actual Medabots style of battling system here. I mean, an actual robot. I mean, let's go like a 2-foot-tall robot that you can put together yourself. It's basically a kit. You put it together yourself, you work on it yourself, you customize it and everything else, and we actually have sanctioned tournaments. Okay, great, you're going to have to pay to enter said tournament, but still, you enter the tournament and see whose, battling bot is the best. You control it with the wrist device, basically just an overglorified smartphone, but like maybe half the size of one that you literally wear as a watch, and you just give it commands and orders like you do in the actual series. I mean, what's stopping us from this? I mean, we already have smartwatches, courtesy of Apple and countless knockoffs. You have smartphone technology and tablet technology. I mean, hell, Robotics Wars even did something like this. That was what kind of got me into that anime series a bit, was the, sort of battling system you could do with that. And the one guy fixed it up, the main character, sort of off of his favorite mobile app, which, by the way, brings up another question I'm going to be adding into this topic. But, basically where you can control a robot. So why can't we get a Medabot style, and I mean a decent Medabot style, like actual battling Medabot? I mean, we've had Medabot model kits. We've had, like the little toy figures and everything. And I know people are going to go, but Andrew, it wasn't that popular. That's why it died off. It was like Dungeon Dice Monsters. Yeah, back in the day, it was ahead of its time. I will not lie, it was ahead of its time. It was literally capitalizing on, I think, half a dozen things we had already seen. But this is now a different time and age. This is a new era here. Okay, when that came out was years ago. Welcome to the new decade. This is 2020. And no, not that crappy thing that's on ABC. I'm talking about the actual 2020, the year 2020, the decade of 2020, the new decade. Why is it that we can't have this now? I mean, like I said, we have toy robots that you can control with a smartphone. How difficult would it be? And I'm honestly saying this outright, 100%. How difficult would it be to literally make a robot for everybody? I mean, you could have it you'd have to be at least 13, I would say. You could probably have one if you were a kid. You just wouldn't be allowed to battle with it. But, to build this, robot, it would be, like I said, it's literally a kit. I mean, we're talking about, it's going to cost about as much as a computer. And a computer can go from anywhere, depending on what type you're looking for. I mean, we're talking base model or high end, anywhere from $400 to $800. So it's not going to be a cheap toy. It's literally an investment, but it's something that you're going to get a crap ton of fun out of. And yeah, I know somebody's going to go, but we don't have artificial intelligence. They had artificial intelligence. Yes, however, we kind of do. You have Cortana, you have Siri, but Andrew, they're voice programs. Yes, there are voice programs, but if you can figure out a way and map it out and actually pull your heads out of your asses for literally about 10 seconds, you can make a decent artificial intelligence. And with that, you would have all the building blocks to literally build a Medabot. But they can't even make a robot, Andrew, that can climb upstairs. No, that was because it didn't have any gyros in it that could actually, balance itself. When you walk upstairs, you're walking up the stairs. Your inner ear has that, fluid in there. That's what controls your balance. So when you're stepping and you're picking your 1 foot up to go up to the next step, you're balancing, your inner ear is, shifting fluid a bit to cause a balance. So you can take that next step and everything else. What that robot trying to walk up the stairs didn't have was a type of a balancing system. It didn't have a gyro to make itself automatically balance the second it's on 1 foot. And then rebalance, vice versa, and that again until it reaches level ground. But honestly, and I do mean this, this is possible. We've had toy robots already. Look at Robo Sapien, all that crap from like the mid-2000s. Like Robo Sapien, Robo Rex, and all those that were controlled via IR technology. And now we're in 2020. Why can't we have this, VR style robot? All right, besides the obvious, not having the, artificial intelligence, the lack of that, the fact that it's going to cost an arm and a leg, but like I said, it would be an investment. You're literally having a small, it's basically like a half-size smartphone. That's going to be what you use to control this thing. And all it basically does is it has a button that turns it on that allows you to, activate it so it knows what, activate battle mode or normal mode and, go from there. And, you can figure it out from that. And then you're just giving it voice commands. Like dodge left, dodge right, roll, fire your primary weapon, fire secondary weapon. Stuff like that. And literally just have a battle, literally just between two robots. We're getting closer to this. That's what interests me. We're getting closer and closer to this. But it's the fact that we just don't have it yet that kind of amazes me. Besides the fact that, and I do want to stress this point here if I may, besides the fact that I, for one, really think we could use one. Medabots is something. Without a doubt. It is an amazing series, and it opens up a lot of questions. It's not that difficult to create a robot, especially one that you would be building yourself. Small, really somewhat thin pieces of steel, maybe lightweight steel if possible. Use some of that. There are people, I can almost build a replica of Medabots out of PVC pipe, some craft foam, and some other stuff, and fix it all up and make a stand-up mock-up of Medabot. It would have no functionality or anything else. I'm not good with soldering. God knows I'm learning. I'm trying to learn. But, build your own version of a Medabot. I could build Medabot. So my main question then is why, and honestly, and I do mean this honest question, why can't we have the Medabots nowadays? It's amazing. All right, so besides, like I said, the whole not having AI and everything else, computers costing a crap ton of money, there are people that are spending like thousands of dollars for a freaking smartphone. And this is something that I honestly think would just be easier. Or better yet, how about you just give us a better, an actual Medabots app? And I mean a decent one. I think there was one in the works, but I don't know if it got canceled or if it's still coming out yet or not. But, give us some decent mobile games or something if you don't want to give us an actual bot. But, all right, I know this is kind of getting more into like a rant and a discussion, but still, I'd like to see some more Medabot stuff, basically, is what I'm trying to discuss here. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad concept, but what I really like, especially nowadays, we're at that point, I feel, where we could literally make your own standalone robot that you could have at home, have it be your companion, have it be your friend, teach, you can learn from each other, have fun with it. It's its own little hobby in itself, and it can be a hobby for everybody. You customize it your own way. Oh, it's just going to be a tutor for you. Or, oh, it's just going to be like your pet where you don't have to worry about, feeding it or anything else. You have to plug it in at night. stuff like that, which brings up how to power the damn thing, but I've never been able to figure out how the Medabots were powered in the first place. So, that's, yeah. But, that's my, yeah. So, let me know what you think. Anybody out there interested in having their own Medabots? Is this something that you feel in 2020 or now in this new decade we should actually have? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Discusses. Thanks for all tuning in.